What's up, boys? It's Dual Factor once again with another video, and I got another deck profile for you. It is another Sky Striker deck profile, but this time I took one of my favorite decks, and I put the Sky Striker engine in that, just kind of give it a little extra boost because the tokens it generates is Warriors, and we're going to show you a Sky Striker Hero deck profile, especially since I think Vision Hero Vino is one of the single most high-impact cards in the game right now, and it allows for a lot of combos. But enough about that. I'll just get straight into the deck profile and kind of show you what I've been working with. So, to start off with the monsters, I'll show you with all the heroes we play. We play 3 copy of Vision Hero Vino. Like I said, this is easily one of the highest impact cards in the game. For those of you who don't know what it does, upon its summon, when it's ever a normal or special summoned, you can send any hero from the deck to the graveyard, so automatically there's combos with this and malicious that you can do. Also, you can banish a hero from your graveyard, and you can add 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand, which is actually incredibly relevant, because it lets you unbreak your hands if you open copies of malicious. So he's a definite 3 of. We also play 3 Malicious. It's the best single card to combo with Vision Hero Vino, which goes in your Isold plays and actually helps you extend into plays that let you go into like Isold Nat Beast, Isold Nat Beast Darklaw, so on and so forth. So there's that part for you. And then for the rest of the heroes, we only play 2 copies of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. It is kind of weird to only play 2 of it, but most of the time you only want to be summoning off a Hero Lives, or you only want to be sending it off Vion to get the search for a hero. So we cut down to 2, and it actually, with it being at 2, it actually cuts down on your breaking hands for the most part. But you still need it. It's the only monster you want to summon off a Hero Lives. It gets you Mass Changer hand against the Darklaw, so on and so forth, so you still have to play it. And then we're playing 1 copy of Elemental Hero Honest Neos. It's the perfect card to search off Isold. It also keeps your Darklaw protected. Being light's actually relevant if you want to play BLS, but more or less it's also searchable through Mist when it goes to the graveyard, and it keeps Darklaw alive. Big thing there. Then for generic support, we play 3 copies of Goblinberg. It's the best non-hero monster you can play right now. That triggers your Shadow Mist and works well with Vion. It's also Earth, so you can use it to make Nat Beast. And you want to open it, so that's why we're playing 3. And then we play 1 Attack Gainer. The only reason we play is because it's a 1-star Earth Tuner Warrior that you can summon off Isold, and has the most relevant effects. Arguably, you can still play Sheehan Squire because it does the same thing. It just doesn't have the effect of decreasing a monster's attack by 1,000. But the only reason I'm playing this is because my buddy had one for me to let me play, so shout out to Christopher Bradshaw. He made this possible. And then onto the hand traps. The only hand trap I play right now is Ash Blossom. So this is like a really combo intensive deck, like turn 1, and you don't really have room for a lot of hand traps like most decks because your engine's a little bit bigger. And I wanted to play the 1 hand trap that's most generic across the board, and Ash just fits the bill on that one. So that's it for the monsters. Now we'll get on to the spell cards. We play 3 copies of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. Arguably you don't have to play this, but since I have access to it, I am. It's just 3 more copies of playing... what's the card? 3 more copies of Hornet Drone, which that's one of the reasons why you play it in this deck, because it's a warrior that helps you go into your Isold plays. Arguably, when you have other spells in the graveyard, it's Pot of Greed. It's a really good generic card. It's really good. If you have access to it, I would definitely play it. 3 copies of Hornet Drones. This is, like I said, it generates a warrior token. That's incredibly crucial for this deck. And then since I'm also playing the Engages, I am playing the 1 copy of Afterburner. Monster removal is actually really important in this deck, but more importantly, it's also non-targeting spell and trap removal when you have 3 or more spells in the graveyard. So that's why I choose that over the Widow Anchor and over the, I can't get these centered, it's driving me nuts. But that's why I played over the Widow Anchor and the Jamming Waves and all that. So those are the only Sky Striker cards I play. Then I play 3 copies of Hero Lives. You want to see this card in your opening hand. The life point cost is hefty, especially with the new time rules. But it's the single most... What's the word I'm looking for? It's the 1 card in your deck that you can always activate, no matter what the circumstance is. So there's that for you. And then we also play 3 copies of Mass Change. This is what allows you to get into your Masked Heroes. And it's straight draw on this isn't terrible either, so you definitely want to max out on the copies of that. And then for another extender, we're playing 3 copies of Instant Fusion. Mainly this is used to summon Carbonala Warrior, because it's a level 4 Earth Warrior. That's the big part. But also, it can summon Thousand Eye Restrict going second that can take your opponent's cards, and that's really important. We're also playing 3 copies of Called by the Grave. You're primarily going first deck, and hand traps do kill your strategy. So you want to make sure that your plays go through uninterrupted. So playing 3 to this, I think, is definitely a must-have in this deck. And then we play 3 1-0 spells. 1 Rodet searches almost every monster in your deck. 1 Polymerization to search off of Ion. You really only want to search this card. You don't really want to draw it because it's a brick. But there are some combos that require you to have this, so I like it a lot. And then 1 copy Moon Mirror Shield to send off Ice Hold, and that way, in case you draw it, you can always resolve Ice Hold because you can just link it. You can just equip it to a monster and proceed with your plays. And then the only 2 traps I'm playing in the deck is I'm playing 2 copies of Impermanence. It's just an infinitely better Veiler. You can activate it from your hand going second. It's top monster effects. I mean, I think it's just really good right now, this format, so there's that. And that's the main deck. It is 40. On to the extra deck. For the fusions, we play 2 copies of Masked Hero Darklaw. In the last hero profile that you saw, I was playing 3, but I was also playing 6 different change cards because we didn't have access to Ice Hold and whatnot yet. But we're back to playing 2 instead of 3. I think this is perfectly fine. People can argue about it's 2 and 3, but I've never needed the need for 3 since we're not playing 6 change cards anymore. So there are those. 1 Anki because you can get random OTKs with this. Vision Hero Adoration, since we're playing Poly, it also allows you to unbreak your hand by fusing off Malleys in your hand. That's it for the Hero Fusions. And then we also play 1000 Eye Restrict and 1 Carbonella Warrior. This is for when you go seconds. You can also make Linkuriboh with it, and then this is literally just for combo. The 1 Naturia Beast, so you can do the combo where a lot of the times if you open an Earth and Vion, you can go turn 1 Ice Hold Nat Beast. If you open it with Mass Change, you can do Nat Beast, Darklaw, Ice Hold, which is kind of reminds you of like Toad Hero when you open Bahamut Shark Toad and Darklaw. It's not as consistent, obviously, because that deck was insane, but it's still a powerful combo you can do in the deck. For the Sky Striker stuff, I only play 1 Kagari. I don't play Shizuka or anything like that. It just, for something like this, it's too slow and unreliable, and most of the time you just want to make the Kagari, get your Engage or Hornet Drone back, and then generate another token, and then plus, once you do that, you contribute to the Kagari. Once you get the drone back, summon a Mally out of hand, unbreak your hand, and you only need 1 of it, so. The 1 of Linkuriboh, like I said earlier, 2 copies of Ice Hold. At first I thought I was only going to play 1, but I think it's absolutely correct to play 2, because some people don't pay attention, and they ash the search effect, not the summon effect, so in your combo string at some point you can go into a second one, and then continue your combo. Nightmare Phoenix, I think this is the best generic Link 2 that we have right now. I'm playing this over Cerberus currently, but it's really good, I like it. The 1 Unicorn, Trisbania, because it blows out Altergeists. And then we are playing Borreload Dragon, because Vision Hero Vion is a 1-card Borreload. Arguably what I've been playing, I kind of want to make room for Saryuja Skuldred. I don't know what I'm going to cut yet. But it's just work in progress, so. And that was my Sky Striker Hero deck profile, guys. Always remember to like, comment, subscribe. I have some more matches coming up for you. Arguably, I am going to Nats this week, so I'm going to continue to bring you a couple of deck profiles before Nats, guys, that you might be able to play. But, like I said, always remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.